guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a brand new reading for you guys, a brand new thing, a brand new setup of how I am bringing things to this channel in the new year. So basically I've decided to do readings for all of the elements for each month of the year. So obviously this is the January 2022 reading for the water signs. And I was thinking about it and I was just like, you know what? I could do all the zodiac signs. I could do all 12 signs, but that's a lot to do every single month, honestly. And I don't know if I have the time, the energy, and the strength to crank out 12 videos, 12 separate individual videos every single month. So I was just like, let me do the signs, but I'll do the elements instead. Because it's grouped in, but still kind of the same vibe and everything. So that way then you guys have that. So that's basically what I'm doing. If you guys really do want me to do all 12 signs, let me know. I can try. I can't make any promises, but I can try. But for now, I'm just gonna go with the 4 different elements, and we'll test this out and see how this goes. And if it goes really good, then maybe I'll get into all 12. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how this goes. So anyways, like I said, this is the water signs. So this is going to be our Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio is basically what we're looking at today. And when you guys watch these readings, when you guys get into these element readings, one thing that I recommend doing is checking out like everything that resonates for your chart. So for me, for example, I'm a Libra sun and moon, so that would be air, and I'm a Scorpio rising, which is water. So it makes the most sense for me to watch the air signs as well as the water signs because I have both of that happening in my big 3. So that would be my recommendation for you guys. So you can watch like more than one depending on what your chart is. And I know some of you guys may be interested in watching for like another person, for like another person's sign, and you are welcome to do that too. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. So let's see how this goes. Anyways, before I jump into this reading for my water sign people, I did just want to invite you guys really quickly to like this video and to leave me a comment down below. Like I said, let me know if you enjoy this new thing that I'm bringing here or not. And also feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know about future videos and future updates as they come. And just so you guys know, private readings are open and available. Ways to contact me, my email, my social sites, all that good information is in the description box down below. I'm going to start off with my my Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio people with Written in the Stars. This is my very own deck, and this is available on Etsy for you guys. So if you enjoy this deck, you can check it out for yourself. The Etsy information is also in the description box down below, but these are messages in life, in love, and it has a very Hollywood, pop culture kind of theme to it, so if that's your thing, you may be interested in it. But I'm going to start off with some messages from this deck for you guys, and let's see what comes through for my water sign fam, and we'll see what you guys need to know for your January of 2022. Dip your toes in the ocean, smell the sea air, cleanse the debris of the day. Which is so funny because we're talking about you guys being the water signs, and here we are talking about the ocean. So this card is very much about a cleansing kind of energy. It's about cleansing. Because life can be dirty and disgusting and gross. And I'm not just talking about physically, but, you know, like our emotions, our mental state can get messed with. And, you know, we got to constantly be on top of it, like cleansing ourselves. You know, think of it this way. Like, you wouldn't go a day not brushing your teeth. You wouldn't go a day not washing your hands or whatever. So think of like your spiritual well-being and your emotional well-being in the same way. So just like you would put in that time to take a shower, to brush your teeth, to wash your hands, to, do whatever, do like a face mask or, a body scrub or whatever it is you're doing, do the same thing for your emotions. Do the same thing for your mental state, basically. That's really going to help you guys just in terms of like self-care and maintenance and just going about what you need to do in the month of January. So that's definitely about cleansing yourself and, putting yourself in a good position there. And, also you guys, like when you get into the shower, like when you actually shower, you can always like pray over the nozzle. You can pray over the nozzle when you first step in, and you can ask that the water coming out of that nozzle would be of cleansing for you, not just physically, but that it would cleanse any negative debris, any negative emotions, any negative thoughts. You can do that too. So it's like an all around experience when you're in the shower. That way then it's like everything's being cleaned, So that's definitely something that I personally find to be very helpful. Something that maybe you guys can find helpful too. Let's see what else my water signs need to know. Crazy family chaos, like the Kardashians. I can't remember who. I think it was the fire signs. The fire signs also had a little bit of family craziness. Maybe you're one of those people. Maybe you're one of those people who has fire and water or something in your chart, and you're here from both. Anyways, but you may be dealing with some craziness, crazy family drama. During the month of January. Maybe this is something that has spilled over from the holidays or something. But you could be dealing with some family drama. And if you are, like, that's all the more reason to definitely take care of yourself and cleanse that emotional, energetic debris off. Because if you're dealing with a family member who's a little bit too much, a little bit too toxic, you don't want that carrying around. Even if you love them, even if you care about them, it's good to cleanse that off. So, it's definitely a good reminder. Time to make peace with your monster-in-law. Oh my gosh, it's like more family drama coming out, more family chaos. So your monster-in-law would definitely like imply your in-laws usually, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, you could take this as like a motherly figure, period. It could be your mother-in-law. It could be your actual mother. It could be maybe like an older sister or something like that. But I do feel like there's probably a family member of some sort, and it could be like a female family member that you guys need to make some peace with, which is where this craziness is coming from. And once again, if this is someone who causes you stress and causes you anxiety, make sure that you are cleansing yourself after spending time dealing with this person, because you don't want that like hanging on to you pretty much. So, there's one that wanted to definitely flip out. A modern day Romeo and Juliet. Every single group, without fail, has had some love-related situation coming through for each element for the month of January. So you definitely could have somebody in your life who is like the Romeo to your Juliet. That could be a part of the problem here going on with the family stuff, because, in Romeo and Juliet, obviously, their families were against each other. Romeo and Juliet were in love. They cared about each other immensely, very deeply, but their families hated each other, which was obviously where their story went wrong. So that could be the case. Like, once again, it could quite literally be an in-law here, like it could be your person's mother or your person's father or your person's sister or brother, whoever it is, but it could be somebody in their family that you may be experiencing some of the family chaos with. So there definitely could be some friction and odds dealing with your significant other's family. That definitely could be a possibility, but I do feel like the love between you guys, at least, is strong and good. I think the important thing is to not allow the craziness that may happen around you guys to infect your own connection, to affect your relationship in a negative and toxic way. You know, keep the love between the two of you pure and good, which once again comes down to a lot of cleansing, keeping your own energetic space clean. It's definitely a positive thing to do. You're ready, your entourage is ready for a trip, travel ahead. So, you know, maybe something that would be helpful for you guys in the month of January is to just get away. Just to get away for a little while, you know, take a little bit of time and travel. It doesn't have to be far. It doesn't have to be across the country or across the ocean. It could just be like a little weekend getaway, only a couple of hours away. But sometimes a change of scenery can be very helpful. It can help us refresh and rejuvenate and just reset things a little bit. So I feel like something that's going to be very helpful for you guys in the month of January is taking some time to just like kind of travel and get outside your usual surroundings, get outside the box basically. And when you do that, I feel like if you combine that with taking time to cleanse yourself and take care of yourself, that's going to be very helpful and beneficial too. You may even want to do that with your person, especially if, you know, the negative stuff is tied to like the family issues that maybe you guys are dealing with. This, like I said, this could be leftover, spilt over stuff from the holidays. Like maybe somebody is holding on to some kind of grudge or bitterness or resentment about something that happened over the holidays. You know, I know a lot of people are at odds, not just from the holidays, but just based upon the way of the world is lately. I know a lot of people are at odds in their families due to like politics or their views on vaccines or masks and stuff like that. So maybe it's kind of tied into that. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I know that's definitely been something that has literally been ripping families apart over the past couple of years. So that could be a part of it. But I do feel like, you know, keeping yourself cleansed here and, you know, just kind of getting out and getting away is going to be very helpful for you. So like I said, this doesn't have to be like a major thing, but just kind of like a change of scenery is probably going to help you guys refresh, reset, and feel better. Like feel like you can handle life in general better. And who knows, maybe some of you actually do have a trip planned. Maybe you guys are actually going somewhere in January. It's like a post-holidays vacation or something. Maybe you don't travel during the holidays, but you travel after the holidays when like all the holiday travelers have not traveled anymore. Like they just stopped. Let me get one more here from this deck and then we'll pull a few more from another one. And we also have for you guys, if he could, he'd have sister wives. Oh my gosh. So Sister Wives is obviously that TV show where they're polygamous and, you know, it's like one guy and 4 wives or whatever. Although I think one of them actually left him recently. It's drama. It's insanity. Anyways, usually when I pull this card, I usually think of like a guy who is playing you. I usually think of somebody who has multiple women basically. But in this case, simply based upon what we already have coming out here, I don't feel like it's that he's a player or anything like that. I feel like things are good with you and your person. But the sister wives things, it like they're a family is what it comes down to. Like in that culture, they make everything very much about the family. Like it's not about the romantic relationships that comes first. It's about the family. It almost makes it sound like it's the mafia or something. Like it's about the family. Like everything you do is for the family. And once again, I feel like this is kind of tapping into whatever's going on up here with like something weird happening with an in-law, craziness within the family. There's like a family issue here that is a priority. So I feel like this is just kind of emphasizing this, like the drama of things happening within the family. Um, there's a lot of different moving pieces, especially in like polygamous families. There's so many different people, so many different personalities. There's a lot of different moving pieces, and like for myself personally, I would never know what this feels like. Even just being in a monogamous family, I would never know what this feels like because I'm an only child. So it's like I don't know what it's like to have to share the attention of your parents with like another human being, even just one human being. But obviously, if you're in a polygamous family, you have to share like pretty much everything. No one really gets their own individual unique time, is what it comes down to. Like, it's very the opposite of my experience. So there could be some of that going on where maybe it's like people are not getting like their own unique attention, their own unique time, where it's just because everything is like focused on like a group thing or something like that. But either way, like I said, I feel like there's definitely a family thing going on here. But in regards to your person, don't worry. I don't feel like this is a, oh, he's playing you kind of thing, just based upon the other cards that are surrounding it, obviously. So I do feel like you guys have a beautiful love. It's a good love. Things are probably good between the two of you, but you guys just may come from a lot of karma in your families, and your families may cause difficulties between the two of you, or just add this added stress and pressure on your relationship that shouldn't have to be there. Let me get you guys some cards from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart 2, so we can see if there's anything else we need to know about this family drama, little soap opera going on for the month of January. It's like you guys could have your own little reality TV show or something here. So I don't know if someone has ever told you, oh, your family's nuts, you guys should have your own reality TV show. Well, this is the confirmation of that. Because the Kardashians are a family reality TV show. Sister Wives is a family reality TV show. So maybe you guys have a little bit of a wackadoodle of a family. And that's okay. You just gotta, figure out how to navigate it in a healthy and positive way. All right, we have move. So this is about like taking action with love, making movements with love. So, at the end of the day, family is going to be family. So I feel like the best thing you can do is like when you do interact with these colorful characters in your family, make sure that you are coming from a place of love. When you speak with them, when you take certain actions dealing with them, just make sure that you are coming from a place of love. Because the more you do that, the better it's going to be. Even if it seems unfair at first, even if they don't understand it at first, it's going to help in the long run. So just make sure that you are doing things from a place of love. And I feel like it's going to be easier for you guys to do that the more clean you're taking care of, your neck of the woods, basically, and, taking time to refresh and rejuvenate yourself. We also have well-deserved reward. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, these challenges within your family are just that. They can feel very challenging and very stressful. And sometimes you may sit there and say, is this even worth it? Is it even worth me dealing with these people? Is it even worth like me putting in that time investment? Is it really worth like coming to them with love when they don't necessarily act like lovely people? Well, it is worth it. All of your time and all of your effort and all of your self-care and all of your integrity and everything that you've been doing, it is being noticed. It may not be noticed by them, but it's being noticed by Spirit. And because it's being noticed by Spirit, Spirit is going to be the one to take care of things, and Spirit's going to reward you. So there is a point. There is a well-deserved reward on the other end of it. Even if sometimes, you have experiences with these people and you're like, I want to pull my hair out and scream, you're driving me nuts. There is a point. That's for sure. You know, usually our family, they can be the most challenging relationships that we have. Like our friends, it's different because we choose them and they choose us. So usually there's a easier exchange there. But our family, you know, at least from like an earthly perspective, we don't choose each other. But I do feel from a spiritual perspective, we've chosen each other because we've chosen each other to have these growing experiences. Growing experiences that you may not necessarily have with your friends. I mean, you can with your friends. I mean, I've definitely had some weird experiences with friends, but chances are most likely the weirdest is going to come from your family. Change your focus. So, you know, kind of tapping back into the taking a little trip, getting it away from it all kind of thing. Like if you change your perspective, if you change your scenery and everything, it'll help change your focus. So sometimes we can get a little bit too sucked into what is going on with other people, into, you know, the drama with like family and stuff like that. And that's not good. You don't want to get sucked into that. So change your focus. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just through like the traveling thing. You know, change your focus to work, for example. You know, turn your attention there. You know, maybe get a little bit more involved in work. If you don't want to do that, change your attention to yourself. Go inward. You know, spend time with friends. Volunteer. Do stuff like that. You know, help somebody else in need. You know, focus your attention on things that are positive. Like, for example, just earlier today, I saw that January 17th is Betty White's birthday. And for Betty White's birthday, there is a Betty White challenge, basically, for everyone to go and donate $5 to the shelter of their choice in her name. And I think that's great. And that could be one way you could change your focus. Go donate that money. Go donate some time. You know, just to get out of the rut of, you know, all this insanity. You know, let it cool down a little bit. Let it kind of simmer and take care of itself. And we have the crown chakra coming in. So your crown chakra is basically at the tippy top of your head. It is basically where a crown would sit, or like a hat pretty much. And our crown is basically where all of the information comes in. All the 411, all the downloads, everything that you need to know from spirit. So keep your crown chakra open, and you know, a good way to do that is by making sure you're cleansing your own energy and stuff. Keep it open because you are getting downloads, you are receiving information. Spirit is guiding you and leading you along the way, but it's going to be a lot harder to tap into that if, you know, you're not cleansing things here and keeping things open so those downloads can get in nice and strong and clear. You know, keep your reception open. You know, you don't want to be having a conversation with spirit like a bad phone signal and be like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You don't want to do that. Anyways, so finally, you guys, I have a card from Loving Words from Jesus for you because, in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got, give and it shall be given unto you, Luke 6:38. So that's a very good message, of course, to be a giver. You know, obviously not to the point where it's like you're being run over because you're giving too much and you're not taking care of yourself. No, of course, you know, make sure you're taking care of yourself. But kind of like what I said here with change your focus, you know, like give of your time, give of your energy and everything somewhere else. That very well could be where this give and it shall be given unto you thing comes in. So it's like if you step away a little bit from all the family chaos and, you know, like I was talking about the animal shelter thing earlier, like if you go volunteer at an animal shelter, or it doesn't have to be an animal shelter, it could be anything, it could be anywhere, whatever it is that, you know, gets your heart going basically. But if you go and you do that, this situation here that seems crazy will be taken care of on its own. like I said, sometimes it's good to shift our focus because it'll help reset things and refresh ourselves, and we can come back looking with a new perspective, a healthier perspective, a good one that's going to help. So that's what I got for you guys, my water sign people, my Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios. So hopefully this message resonated and made sense for you. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just with a simple small emoji. And please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot too. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. And so you guys just get, updates as they're coming, basically. And like I said at the beginning of this video, this deck right here, the first few cards that came out, these are all from my own deck, Written in the Stars, which, like I said, is available on Etsy if you guys are interested in it. Link to that is in the description down below, as well as my email, my social sites, ways to contact me, all that good stuff, information on private readings. It's all there. So I just want to thank you guys for stopping on by and hanging out here with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart and means the world to me. So keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love.